What's good, family? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm excited to be back for another live with y'all, man. This one, I'm gonna run it back, man. This is one of our favorites. I think I did this in 2021. We talk about how to crack the code, how to approach park managers, and land you a mobile home deal. Listen, y'all, my name is Byron. I am one half of the Mobile Home Lead Investors. Man, my queen Charnice is the other half. And we specialize in all things manufactured homes, modular, mobile homes, anything that's made in the factory, shipped to the location. We specialize in it. And I'm excited tonight because we're going to be talking about how to approach park managers. So listen, y'all, definitely get your pin. We talking about today, cracking the code, how to approach park managers and land mobile home deals. Talk about first, let's understand what the park manager's role is. And for you all who may not know, when we talk about a park manager, okay, what is a park manager? A park manager is someone who oversees the mobile home community. Okay. And a lot of them have a lot of roles. So they play key roles. Sometimes they may have to do rent collection. They got to do maintenance or in charge of the maintenance men or call out and outsource the maintenance. They got to do the resident relations, meaning they got to have the tough conversations with the residents in the community. And the reason why, because they're the gatekeeper to the mobile home community. So if you plan on doing business, and again, this is for my people who brand new, that you want to get your feet wet. We started investing in mobile home parks. You can do it too. Here's another thing, park managers. With those roles, having to sometimes park managers have responsibilities. One park manager can manage hundreds of residents. Imagine that. Hundreds of residents, one park manager. I've seen it. In the past, we've had park managers that I remember a community when we first got started, the community had over 600 homes. And the first company, they had maybe about 3 park managers. We had one that we dealt with directly, right? So 3 of you look at it, if you do the math, you know, they pretty much 200 homes plus. And then they had another community. Then when they got a new owner, one person managed over 600 residents. Then they had a 55 plus community with another park manager. I think they had over 300 homes with another park manager. So they downsized. Imagine one lady running this entire operation. So just think about it. Let's just say out of 600 that 5% are late on their rent. That means 30 people she got to chase down. Do you think that your phone call of, hey, how you doing? I'm an investor and I'm trying to see, can I invest in your park? Do you think that phone call is important to her right now? Absolutely not. She's not concerned about, she's not concerned or he not concerned about you trying to invest in that park. They got things to do. So a lot of times park managers are overwhelmed. Vacancies. Most park managers' job is to make sure that the mobile home community is filled. How many of you all have drove communities? And we're going to get to this because this is a play for y'all. How many of y'all have drove communities and it looked kind of deserted? The community looks a little rough. You see a lot of vacant houses. You see a lot of vacant pads, meaning just empty lots where mobile homes can actually go on. I know I have. I've seen plenty of them, right? I've seen plenty of mobile homes like that. But this is one of their tasks to make sure it's vacancies. Some of their metrics are measured by the vacancies, meaning they have certain quotas they have to hit on top of now resident issues. Here's one thing I learned about mobile home parks. A lot of park managers are like psychiatrists as well, right? They have to fuse a lot of fires. Somebody will come to the park manager, hey, that neighbor over there, they left their trash cans out. Well, they instead of calling the police, they're calling on hey, they got their music up too loud. Or their dog is loose. Oh, I can't stand that neighbor. What? Can you tell them to do this? Park manager a lot of times is almost playing a parent role in a lot of communities. Just because most people, that's their first line, right, that they're going to call. They're going to call a park manager. So remember these things. So understand the role that they have to go through, right? Park upkeep. They got to manage maintenance men. And here's the thing. A lot of them are actually underpaid. They doing all of this for less than 40 grand sometimes, 5 days a week, dealing with all these tenants. Could you imagine what the first through the fifth is like? They the ones got to go and deliver the news to a tenant. They the ones got to go put eviction notices on houses, 5-day notices, 10-day notices. They got to do that. On top of still sometimes having to do sales, sometimes having to set up moves. Like they got to do a lot. Now, not all communities, but there are a lot of them have to do a lot. So let's talk about the next thing. Okay. Let's talk about, we're going to get into this, the 4 steps to success in the mobile home park. So like I said, we talked about the role of the mobile home park manager, right? We talked about the role of the park manager and how a lot is on their shoulders. You got some owners that they do all this. They're owners owner ops that handle all of this, that do all this. So not alone, now they doing the financials and things, but they doing all of this heavy lifting. So let's talk about the 4 steps to success of approaching park managers. And like when we get done with these 4 steps, they will truly help you. But before I get into it, I want to just give a quick little plug because this episode is brought to you all by our new starter pack. All right, $47 to learn wholesaling and learn the introduction to mobile home investing. I'm going to go ahead and put that up. I'm going to share the QR code as well. Make sure you scan that QR code if you're watching a replay, but make sure you go to mhei.online/starter pack. I got you covered. All right. Now, let's get back to business. Number 1, see what's in the inventory first. Listen, I had to make sure that, I walk before y'all crawl. So when we first got started, the wife and I, we used the Google somehow. And again, it's crazy how we found it, but we end up, I remember going on Google Maps. We was looking for mobile home parks, Google Maps. We typed in mobile home parks and we just created a spreadsheet of over 500 communities. That was the first thing we did. We created a spreadsheet of 5, and wifey and I, we made a goal. We'll call 50 parks a day. 50 parks a day. Now, my name is Byron. Wifey named Charice. When Byron was calling, I was getting a few, hey, first thing I was asking, hey, how you doing? I was just seeing if y'all got some available homes. I'm an investor. Wifey named Charice. Charice is not a common name in a lot of parts of Southern Illinois or Southern Indiana. We call so many communities that wifey got wind. The vice president of the 5th largest mobile home parks that owns the most mobile home parks. He called her and was just like, hey, how you doing? I see you calling a lot of our parks. Yeah, what is he trying to do? And she explained it to him. He was like, oh, cool. Okay, I get it. Like, that's no problem. Let me know. This is my email. If you guys ever in Denver, pretty much pull up. And we did. But I say that to say, the one thing we were doing was we was calling and saying, hey, how you doing? Do you guys accept investors? What I learned over time, that's not what you should be saying. That is not what you should be saying, right? Do you accept investors? Yeah, we're getting straight to the point. But here's the reason why. A lot of times in the past, they've been burned by investors, meaning investors or dealers move mobile homes out of their community, which cost them money, which can cost them their job. So a lot of times, no, that ain't what they trying to hear. Okay. Second of all, sometimes they may thinking that, are you trying to buy the community? And again, as a park manager, they don't like acquisitions. Could you imagine if you heard up the street that this company bought this mobile home park and they fired everybody in there? So a lot of times that's their job. So investors starting out is not what they want to hear. So the first thing you want to do is use a more software approach and just ask what's in the inventory. Hey, how you doing? Just giving a call. I was just trying to see, do you guys have any mobile homes for sale? See what they say. Listen. Okay. Awesome. Do you got any mobile homes for sale in this price range? Whatever your price, 10,000, 15, 5,000, handyman specials. Do you have any of those? Listen. Okay. Yeah. Now, are these all park owned, or do you guys have any for sale by owners? For sale by owner, this is great for wholesalers, right? This means that someone in the community is selling their own home. Okay, awesome. When can I set up an appointment? That's sweet. You basically want to get in the door. You want to get in the door, like trying to say a spiel, all of those things. Ask them, what do they have first? Because you can say that spiel, hey, yes, how you doing? I'm a mobile home specialist and I specialize in helping mobile home communities fill vacancies and help them renovate mobile homes. And I was just wondering if you all needed my help. They don't need to hear it. They getting cold calls all the time. What do you have? The best way to have that conversation is face to face. But see what they have first. Softer tone, right? The reason why, because you don't want to come in like a taker. Well, can I invest in your community? Do y'all allow rentals? Have that face to face. Now, again, if you're not able to have that conversation face to face, now we're going to talk about it later, right? On a different thing, but you can ask a little bit open-ended questions on that conversation, right? Because now, if they say what they have, they start explaining and things like that, what they have. Here's the thing. If they tell you that if this is sight unseen, meaning you have never been to the mobile home community, I would not tell you to say this. But if you've been through the mobile home community, okay, you've actually been through the mobile home community, let me help you out, right? Again, but we're seeing what's in the inventory. If you drove it and now you're making a call or you're stopping by the office, take note of how many empty houses that you see. Take note of how many for sale signs that you see. Okay? Take note of that. This is very, very important. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you why we're going to go on success step number 2. But the reason why this is important, because it allows you to, before that, ask open-ended questions. If you know, you can ask like, okay, man, listen, yeah, okay, cool. So what type of homes do you have available? Basically, what the years? Double wise, single wise? Okay. You got a lot of vacancies? Okay. The reason why you can ask those questions, because this leads me to my next point. Now you can ask how you can add value. You can ask how you can add value. And what do I mean by asking how you can add value? Remember, now we can we're asking open-ended questions. We had a soft approach. Okay. Now, if you have drove the community, you see the vacancies, you see how many for sale by owners, you see empty pads. This is what I want you to do. Now you got to do the math. How can you add value? If you have the numbers, okay, I seen they got 12 empty pads, no houses on it. Okay, the lot rent is, let's see, the lot rent is $450. Okay, so they missing out on $5,400 over there. Okay, I saw 3 for sale signs. So that means people gonna be moving out, right? The lot rent $450. So that's $1,350 right there. They about to miss out on. That's right there. That's a sweet spot. I can go in and possibly add. Hey, listen. And so I saw them houses for sale by owner. I know you got some, but I know, you pretty much gonna sell those. Listen, so I think I can help you out and sell and possibly even buying those and fixing them up, adding value and helping them sell those. Like, what would you say to that? Listen, just listen, right? Now, what you did was you already did the math for them. $1,350. Like, now think about it, them a park manager. Ooh, you know your numbers. Okay, right? You know your numbers. Message. So now you know your numbers. You know they numbers. Okay. And here's the thing. This is when you can slide in what you do and get more detailed on what you do. This is when you want to continue asking questions, because you can begin offering a solution. You can begin offering a solution. You know the numbers. Hey, I can help you add this. And guess what? As a park manager, they can start thinking, I was gonna have to do this anyway. They may give you a shot. They may actually give you a shot. Star 1. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Now, the best homes, though, even though they got for sale by owner, are the homes that's being sold by the mobile home park. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why the best homes are the homes being sold by the park, because they just care about that lot rent. See, if you're able to, you can negotiate. If a park tell you, now again, if it's a brand, if it's 2025, 2024, you ain't getting that for pennies on the dollar. But if it's a 1980 and that home been it's probably been had 12 different owners. Yeah, you can get that. You can get that home for the low. I offer them a ridiculously low rate and work your way up. Now, somebody up for sale by owner, meaning somebody who live in their house and they selling, they own. It's gonna be a little bit different because they got more of a personal attachment to it. So this is why it leads me to my next step: build the relationship. See, now the park manager focus on how you can help them. Listen, so now you want to listen to their pain points. So like, okay, listen, like, okay, I appreciate you taking the time, but like, so what does a normal day look for you? I know you guys are busy. I see all these homes. What does a normal day look like for you? Oh man, you about to hear it. They listen. Yeah, I mean, it's super busy. I got this today. I got this person got this. Oh, this person is going to be, evicted now. And this person isn't. And this person just came. Build the relationship. Listen to them. Listen to them. Because again, here's the next thing that people don't realize when it comes to a mobile home, right? Here's the thing people don't realize, especially when it comes to mobile home parks. They are overwhelmed, and y'all watch me every Tuesday, right? That park manager probably been in this business longer than I have, and they literally keys to the street. Who y'all think I learned both sides. When I first got into this business, I learned from park managers. I picked their brain. I built relationships, and I learned so much. So then when I transitioned and started meeting the owners, I started to learn the business side of it. So I was able to see the inner works from the park manager. I will also go talk to the tenants and just ask them what they think, because now they're going to give you every single complaint about it. I'm going to talk to a park manager because guess what? They're limited. And then I'm going to talk to an owner so I can understand how to manage properties and how to manage an asset like this. Because in the day is never perfect. But guess what? You will know so much information and know how the inner workings works. You will be able to be an expert just by learning from building the relationship, y'all, is very, very, very important. Building the relationship. Okay. Listen, follow up. Thank you emails. We started off by buying lunch. That was my thing. I used to buy my park managers KFC. That's what they like. KFC. I'll go spend, I don't know what it was called. I don't want to say it wrong. I know the Red Lobster Ultimate Feast, but whatever feast KFC used to have, I used to get like the 20 pieces of chicken, 8 biscuits, the whole 9. What y'all, whatever they wanted. Because here's the thing. They showed me love. I'm buying houses less than 5K. The least I can go do is give them some chicken. You feel me? Why would I be greedy? And again, I used to try to break. I'm gonna tell you something real. I used to try to break my park managers off. Like, listen, like, yo, he go 500. He can no. We don't have to. You don't have to. So the least I can go do is go buy some lunch. Right? The least I can go do is buy some lunch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was one of the things I used to do. Like, build a relationship. Find out what your park manager like. Do they like coffee? I used to encourage y'all to buy them cigarettes, but I don't support that habit no more. You know what I'm saying? So don't buy them no squares. You know what I'm saying? Maybe buy them a nicotine patch or something like that. Now I'm just playing. They might come off disrespectful, but get them something, right? Some coffee, something, right? Gift card. Like, find out what they like. You may see, okay, Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna go get them a Dunkin' Donuts gift card, or Starbucks gift card, like something like that. General gestures. Now, I'm not gonna tell you to act like a pharmaceutical salesman and come in right in with gifts. Build a relationship. Build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do that from day one. All right. So again, like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. All right. Like, feel the vibes out. And again, if they good people, build the relationship. Right. We on step number 3. And then follow up, email, right? Send an email. Hey, great meeting you today. Send them a text. Great meeting you today. Follow up. Have them keep you up to date. Ask them, hey, listen, this is a pro tip. This is for everybody's a pro tip. I got you. At the end of the month, say, listen, if you're going to be coming across any vacancies, I know, unfortunately, evictions, let me know. I think I can help out on that. I could possibly, or I can try to help the tenant, possibly help them, from getting evicted. I can possibly, make them an offer, help them out if they're behind on their lot rent and get their house, and possibly help them out. That'll save you all some money from having to do an eviction. Like, once you start talking that language, it's like, They hear, hey, they're here to make my job easier. Absolutely. They're going to be like, okay. You know what I mean? My students, what I love about it, the park we started with, man, I think when we had some, man, I got to use my language wisely. I can't say the KILLERS, no, like that. But we just had some dogs out there, man. That we passed. I feel like we passed that park over too, man. Shout out Miss Charice. She moved to North Carolina. Tavia, there's a dog in that park. We had man, it was a few people just came in that park. Wanakee. I mean, just dogs. And what I mean by dogs, this park had over 600 homes. My sister Nika, like, man, like they were out there just getting to it. It was so much to eat. Like if y'all ever go back on the YouTube and watch when we used to do the Elite Fast Track, the bus tours, when in that same park, oh man, they used to go crazy in that park, but they all built relationships with the park manager. I remember I'm like, man, y'all gave all my good deals away, but it was love because I was happy that, right, our proteges were coming in the game and making a wave and making things happen. Right. And so that's why I want to give y'all this game because I want y'all to do the same thing. I want y'all to be able to, again, if you're starting out, it's an opportunity to invest in mobile home parks. And then eventually I want you to scale outside of mobile home parks to mobile homes with the land. And then eventually I want to do a deal with you and let's go get a mobile home park. Right. Like we have to continue to, scale in this business. So again, building relationships and just making sure that they tell you, again, like, they keep you informed on what's going on. So here's number 4, right? When we talk about the 4 steps to success in a mobile home park, complete a successful deal. You got to bag up what you're going to say, right? So here's the thing. If you don't have the tools to do a fix and flip, I'm going to give y'all the game. How do you do a successful deal in a mobile home park? We're going to start off with people who don't have that much capital. So this is when I told you earlier that you want the for sale by owners, right? Meaning people who are selling their mobile homes. If you can wholesale their mobile home and help them sell their mobile home, the park manager is going to take notice to that. They're going to take notice to that. And guess what they may do? They may actually send you more leads of someone else in the community who needs help selling their home. They can refer them to you. They're helping you. Now, if you're in a position where you have the capital to do fix and flips, right? Or you have the capital to acquire the mobile homes. Again, this can help, right? Because now they have someone that can not only acquire the mobile home, pay the lot rent, fix the mobile home up, add value to the community, and then turn around and either put tenants in it or turn around and flip it. Now, like last week we talked about it, you have to be careful and know what type of community that you're going to be in. Meaning, is it a cash buyer's park or is it a park where you can flip and get a good amount up front? So you have to know those. So again, complete a successful deal. Complete a successful deal. Some communities may not want renters in there, right? Last week we talked about how to do rentals in and outside of mobile home communities. So if you complete a successful deal, you're putting yourself, now the park manager notices that, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to send you more. But if you talk all that talk, you go inside and be like, yeah, I can, absolutely. Oh, just send them to me. Whatever house you have, I can take it. Yes. And you talk all of that. And then when it's time to buy, you MIA. They ain't rocking with you. You just set it up for somebody else. Actually, you just messed it up for somebody else. Right. Because they like, oh, here come another one of them. Cap. Right. Another one who came and bit the dust. So do complete a successful deal. Show them, especially if you do a renovation, show them. Hey, now, depending on the park, I'm gonna say this. I always have to give a disclaimer because this has happened before. I've invested in a park where I did a great fix and flip, right? Made it nice, made money on it. The park manager reported it to the owner. And again, I think they was probably just letting them know, like, hey, there's value in these homes. How about we do this? And from there, they didn't sell me no more homes. Happened one time, right? And it's okay, right? Again, I like they started to keep their own homes and invest in their own homes because I guess they felt like, man, look, all money in. I can't knock them. I can't knock them at all for doing that right now. And the reason I couldn't knock them because it was further. I think that park was about almost 3 hours away from me in Indiana when I was living in Chicago. So yeah, again, you definitely want to complete a successful deal. And that way it's a win-win offer, right? If you help somebody wholesale a mobile home inside of a park that and they see that and they see it sold, that's a win-win. The park, you just help the park get somebody in that's gonna pay lot rent. You just help the seller make some money, and then you just make some money. It's a win-win. Also, after you build your relationship, now you can be transparent. Communicate with them. You ain't gotta go here's the thing. You ain't gotta go all behind their back and everything like that. Just learn what their rules are, learn what their requirements are, and then you can just play by their rules. So a lot of times I get people hit us up like, man, the park, they don't, they talking about now. Well, first they said that we could do rentals, but now they saying we can't do that. Okay, that's why you gotta have multiple exit strategies. Because those things can happen. Something may have happened what may change their mind and be like, no, listen, y'all. This is one of the things that, for me, we're going to go back over real quick when we talk about the 4 steps to success to approach park managers. 1, see what's in the inventory. Cut the BS. Cut the small talk. Cut the trying to cut to script them. Hey, how you doing? Yes, I was calling. I am a mobile home specialist in the area, and I was just seeing if you all had some vacant houses because what I want to do is I fix and flip or I offer a service. Shut up. Focus on what do they have in the community. You can say all of them ain't got nothing. They could be 100% occupied. No, you don't need to say all that. Hey, how you doing? Hey, yes, I was just calling to see if you had any mobile homes for sale. And then they may say, yeah, absolutely. So they may say what you're looking for. So primarily I'm looking for handyman specials. I would love to say under such and such range. They may say no, but okay, cool. Well, can you let me know if you have any? Awesome. Oh, by the way, do you have anybody selling mobile homes? Any for sale by owners? Because normally when you call a mobile home park, they're going to tell you what they got first. The people who selling a home, that's cool, but guess what? People who sell a home, they already paying lot rent. So the people, the empty houses that the park own homes, they gonna sell those first. All right. So remember, see what's in the inventory first before you go there. Number 2, ask them how you can add value. Remember that whole spiel and everything that shouldn't come to either face to face or after they tell you what they have. After those things, right? You can ask them. Remember I told y'all to play earlier. Make sure you watch the replay. But if you drive the park, go and count how many vacant mobile homes there is. Go ahead and count how many empty pads it is, right? You do them numbers, you can tell them this is how much money y'all missing out on. And listen, if you one of those vacant homes, if you sell them to me and allow me to fix it up, add some value, and then sell it, man, now you know what I'm saying? You let them know how you can add value. Or right, the for sale by owners, you can let them know that, hey, listen, I want to talk to the person for sale by owner. Here's the thing: as a wholesaler, you don't have to, but you can. And I'm gonna go ahead and help them. I got buyers. I'm gonna help them sell their home. Just let me know what's your criteria. What you all require. What's the credit score minimum? What's the background check minimum? Can I have a few applications? Because I just want to be able to help them sell it. Now it's oh, that's what you do. Right? Now, again, you're adding value. So again, you want to add value, then build the relationship. Listen, a lot of times they busy, right? They're busy. They got a lot going on, but you can build a relationship. If they got a day, an empty day, just ask them I know you guys are busy. What's your normal day look like? What does your week look like? They want to talk about these things because nobody else talk their language. Most of their friends don't know what running a mobile home park right? They don't. So, again, once you start to, continue to have a conversation with them, build a relationship like I talked about earlier, find out, man, see some coffee on their desk. You know what I mean? Okay, Dunkin' Donuts, we'll give them a $15 Dunkin' Donuts, $20 Dunkin' Donuts gift card or something like that, right? Something which is helpful, right? Something that you can build a relationship that's thoughtful, follow up on the emails, all of that good stuff. And then last but not least, complete a successful deal. Back up what you say. right? Like make sure that whatever you say you can do, you can do. Don't just say it for the sake to just be like, oh, because they're gonna give me a mobile home park. Like, nah, just be real. Be real. Like that's it. Listen, they a human being just like you. Like you don't gotta put on the corporate voice. You ain't gotta go on and try to put on your best and polo tie. Like go and be you. Be your authentic self. Right? Some may be mean, they may just be having a bad day. Right? You don't know. Again, like I said, they're dealing with communities. They're dealing with people that may get on their nerves, right? They're dealing with people who cursing them out, right? I heard again a park manager said that somebody came and actually like threatened. If a guy came in and threatened her like physically, like he's going to like. You'd be surprised what some, not all, some of these communities deal with. So it's a breath of fresh air if you come in and you not only build a relationship, but you're able to do what you say you can do. Right? Do what you say you can do, y'all. So with that, man, I truly appreciate you. So that's all I have for y'all, man. Listen, I love y'all, man. I truly appreciate y'all, man. Y'all already know. Love doing these lives with y'all, man. Make sure y'all tap in with me. Man, much love, man. God bless. Until next time, let's get it.